So this starts part 2 of the street view 1-point perspective. We just, on the last step, moved this diagonal line to the front by using the arrow tool. We click on the line we want to highlight, right-click, select Order, and being as we already brought it to the front, it's not an option right now, but bring to the front is how you want to get this line visible again, because we just covered it up in the last step. So we're going to switch back to the polyline tool. We're going to go back to the bottom right diagonal line. Seems like I haven't selected that. There we go. Now my cursor should not have arrows, and it doesn't now. So I'm going to click at the bottom. I'm going to hold my shift key, go straight up, and I'm going to stop at that diagonal line, click. I'm going to go across the diagonal line, click, and then I'm going to hold my shift key and bring it straight down to the bottom diagonal line, click, and then go back to the beginning, click. And I'll leave that one blue. So now for the side of this building, I'm going to use the polyline tool again, and I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to click. I'm going to use the shift key to go straight up the side, click. I'm going to use the shift key again to make a horizontal line, click, and then I'm going to come straight down the side, click, and then I'm going to come straight across this way. And I've overshot my line, but I really would just want to see the top. So then we're going to put one more diagonal line in here. We can get rid of some of these in a minute, but I'm going to put one more diagonal line to make another height of a building. I'm going to start at the line tool. And you can always tell if you got the line tool because it doesn't have arrows on the top. So I'm just going to draw another line out like this from the center to the right, and that's going to be the top of my next building. So I do need the polyline tool. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to go up by using my shift key to keep it vertical. I'm going to go up to the diagonal line I just made. I'm going to go over right on the diagonal line and click. I'm going to hold shift and move my cursor down to the bottom diagonal line, and then I'm going to let go of shift and go over to the beginning of the shape. Change the color this time, and then actually there's already a green one, so I'll do red. And then for the top of this, or for the side of this building, I'm going to use my polyline tool again. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to go up to the top of the building, hold shift and click. Then I'm going to move to the right, hold shift, click, and that gives me a horizontal line. And this one I'm going to have to hold shift, click at the bottom, and then go to the left. And this one's just a little bit off at the bottom, but I'll make that side darker. Now we'll take the select tool, and we can click the two extra lines that we created and highlight them, and then hold the control key and type X. Then on this one, control X. And so now we have the front and the side of a lot of buildings. I'm going to change the color of this because it's too light. So now it looks like we're seeing the front and the sides of buildings. So that concludes part 2 of the 1-point perspective street view.